It's one of India's best-selling beers. Across the country, dozens of these bottles are drunk every second, and most of it's brewed here in the rural northern state of Haryana that's still the brand's heartland. Haywards 5000 was built on the image of a strong beer for the hard-working and perhaps hard-drinking man. So visitors to this upmarket Goa guest house might be a bit surprised to find it on the menu, until they discover there's a family connection.
My grandfather first came to Calcutta in 1907 to join a maternal uncle who had a chemical works, and he very soon turned it into the Bengal distilleries, which made gin, whiskey and vodka, among other things. It all went very well until about the 50s, when he was about to retire, and he and my father were worried about prohibition wiping them out. So they sold then to Shawwalis, which my father continued to work for the next 30 years. Towards the end of that time, they started their own lager, which soon became Haywards Lager, named really because of the success of the very cheap gin they had been producing for years. The target market was very similar.
Since 2003, Haywards 5000's been owned by drinks giant SAB Miller. It also makes global beers like Peroni and Foster's for the Indian market, but this is its main Indian brand. Today, it says, the rural working class image has been shaken off. More and more of its sales are in India's cities. But restrictive advertising laws mean all drinks firms have their work cut out trying to win new customers. This is one recent Haywards 5000 TV commercial, and you might spot there's something missing. There's no beer to be seen. But it hasn't always been like this.
There was a brief history in Indian television history where the brand could actually physically go on air and actually communicate the beer. And so we had the benefit of that era. Of course, today it's a dark market, and a lot of the new entrants don't enjoy that. But I think so that's something which has, I think, kind of helped in building awareness for Haywards 5000.
India's drink industry's never been under so much scrutiny. Fears about the harm alcohol causes prompted the state of Kerala recently to try and ban it altogether. But while about 85% of India's beer sales are classed as strong beer, SAB Miller says its products aren't the problem.
It is partly manufacturers' definitions and descriptions, really. I wouldn't deny that beer is not to be accounted within alcohol, because it is a product with an alcohol content in it. But having said that, it is, in comparison to spirits, a very, very low alcohol product. We equally have brands, very successful brands, which are by definition called the mild beers. It's very important as a company to put the entire portfolio out there to play and let the consumer make the choice.
Brewing's been around for centuries. It's a sector which keeps on moving. And while younger customers are drawn to trendy, top-end international brands, in a country with plenty of tradition, a beer with a bit of legacy and heritage remains the toast of the industry.